guys, welcome back. So I wanted to do a follow-up video to my last one regarding vaccines. There was a couple of things brought up in the comments which I thought deserved maybe a little bit more discussion and maybe clarify some things. And I'm not calling anyone out on it. I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm just, yeah, it was something brought up, so I'm gonna just talk about it. So one of the things that was brought up was the studies of over-vaccinating our pets. And, you know, when you start talking about over-vaccinating your pets, that leads to the discussion of, well, how often should we actually be vaccinating them? And just to clarify, I am very aware of all the studies that are going on about over-vaccinating our pets. They've been studying this for, what, 30, 40 years now, if not longer. You know, we all grew up with, you know, vaccinating our pets annually. You know, every year we go in and get them their shots, you know, except for rabies. That's an every 3-year shot because, you know, rabies is a thing. But over-vaccinating, the studies are leaning towards, you know, where you vaccinate your pet every 3 years, or you just do your titer testing and base the vaccines off of what the test results are. And before any of you dialect police come after me, it is titer testing. I know some people say titer, but it's titer testing. I think it's titer in Britain. I've heard one British doctor say titer instead of titer. But anyway, so titer testing. So that is when you're testing for the antibodies in the blood to see if your pet is immune to the disease or not. So ultimately, regardless of whether you lean more towards the over-vaccinating studies or if you just stay with the old school annual vaccines, it's ultimately going to be up to you how often you vaccinate your pet. I think I said that previously too. I know with over-vaccinating, they say it's cheaper to do the titer test than it is to vaccinate. That's not always true. You gotta also remember, not all veterinarians are doing titer testing. Like, they haven't switched over from doing the annual vaccines per year. And this is just now being taught in vet schools, like, to do it this way and to do less vaccines. So not everybody has switched over. And like I said, it's not always cheaper. Do I think we're over-vaccinating? Yes and no. I definitely understand the results of all the studies. I understand where these veterinarians are coming from. And obviously if you test for the antibodies and it shows that, you know, your dog is immune to the disease, yeah, obviously that's showing signs that they've built up the immunity to it. There's evidence of it. But on the flip side, working in the industry for as long as I did, I swear it was like, oh gosh, maybe like 60-70% of the clients I have when I was a groomer didn't vaccinate their dogs. They didn't even have the rabies shot, you know, and that was, I fought tooth and nail just to get them to get their rabies shot before they came to my house, you know, because rabies is a thing. I really should put that like on a t-shirt. Personally, I've always vaccinated annually until they got up to a certain point in their senior stages where they just didn't need it anymore, and my vet has always been okay with that. My vet has always been okay with me deciding what vaccines to give or not give. There's been times where I don't give vaccines at all to my cats because they were indoor only. You know, there's been years I've skipped vaccines because I didn't have the money. You know, and it also depends on your lifestyle and situation. Like the Bordetella vaccine, which is what some people call, you know, the puppy flu vaccine, or it's the kennel cough vaccine. You know, that changes per year depending on how the virus is mutated type thing. So, and if your dogs are around a lot of other dogs, it's not a bad idea to get that, because I've seen enough kennel cough where I'm not for not vaccinating for that. I don't think anybody should be bashed for still doing annual vaccines, considering that even though the studies have been going on for so long, it's just now starting to convert from annual to titer testing. You gotta give people a break. Not all areas we have that available. Not everybody has the finances to do that. I think there's so many variables when it comes to vaccines and the health of our dog. And, you know, another thing I think people forget is they think that, you know, stuff like parvo and, you know, all the other diseases that dogs can get is only for the puppy stage. And that's not true. It's rare that an adult dog does get parvo, but adult dogs have been known to get these diseases when they weren't vaccinated properly. I mean, hell, Lucian was sort of vaccinated properly, and he still got parvo at 11 months old. You know, in Lucian's case, I don't know if it was, you know, lack of vaccine, or if it was just he caught a mutated version of that virus and that's how he got the parvo. I'll never know. It was one of those things that happened. But anyway, but my point is that adult dogs can get some of these things. It's not just puppy. Yes, it's mostly common to puppy and it's more rare in adult dogs, but that's why you should vaccinate to bump up that immune system. After that year to 2 years, you have to decide how often you're going in for those shots. And not all shots are required by law. Not all shots are needed. I've never given the, the Lyme disease shot. Never had to do that vaccine. It's available, but it's never been suggested or necessary for our situation. I think another thing people need to keep in mind is that, you know, medical knowledge and medical treatments change over time. You know, we're always learning and evolving. I mean, hell, we used to do lobotomies and, you know, put morphine in what, cough syrup or something, and, you know, and now we know that's not good. You know, things change. I mean, this topic we could go on for hours about, so, but as simply as it was said in the one comment from #ThePurple, either vaccinate or titer test. That's the bottom line. These are all good discussions to have with your veterinarian, whether you want to vaccinate yearly or vaccinate every couple of years or just do titer testing. You shouldn't just be listening to vets online or even listening to me only. I mean, you know, you have to do your research and make the best educated decision you can for your dog. So whether you're gonna vaccinate annually, I'm behind you. If you're not gonna vaccinate annually, I'm still behind you, because you have to do what's right for you and your family. There's so many factors that go into this, but I definitely don't think it should be a no vaccination thing at all or a no testing thing. So yes, vaccinate or titer test. That could have been just the whole video, like right there. Except rabies, get the rabies shot. Me and my paranoia about rabies, but because we literally had a case in our county like 2 years ago, and I was like, no. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a comment below, you know, continue the discussions, click all the buttons, and I'll see you next time. Oh, wait, we need a dog. Gotta put the dog in the video. They're all sleeping. You want a cookie? Anybody want a cookie? We need a dog in this video. They come here for the dogs. Wow, you really just laid back down on the floor. I've got broken cattle dogs. Cookies. Oh my God. I think they think I'm lying. Cookies. There we go. They thought I was lying. Here's your cookie. Get in the shot. There you go. All right, you gotta come up too. All the way up. I don't know, what is this, like lazy rainy day? Come on, Clea. Come. Stand. Good girl. Oh, I know. I stay so tired because we didn't do anything today. But if I eat the cookie. There you go. Clea, here you go. There's no more. Do you want dinner? Do you want dinner? We can go have dinner. That's more food for you. Yeah, dinner. Because rabies is a thing.